it's time to take the Switch 2 apart. Literally bought it for this reason right here, so we could take a look at the Switch and the new Joy-Cons and see what we're dealing with on the inside. So I'm gonna start with the system itself, and we're going to take it apart. This was literally purchased last night, so let's see. What's new, what's not new, what's similar, what's not similar. I need to see if they're modular like they were before. Since this is a fairly new console, don't quite know how to take it apart yet. So it looks like we have Phillips and Y screws, security bits, so far still pretty straightforward. Take the SD, or the wasn't Express SD. It looks exactly like an SD card. Guys, I don't... Okay. Got all the screws out. Maybe. Oh, is this just a sticker? Oh, okay. It's already not great. Alright, so these are stickers right here that we need to remove to get to a screw. That's right here, and it's a Phillips. I'm guessing there's one on the other side too. There's another Phillips right here. Oh, this is fun. Nervous, but fun. Alright, so we're just gonna have to take these off because there's 2 screws on each side. And then you can see the magnets that are in here as well. Sticker's kind of dumb. At least I think so. 1 sticker, 2 sticker. And right in here are the magnets. See them right here. Pretty strong magnets. I'll pry up right here. I saw these tabs. These tabs here and here. Come on. There it goes. Alrighty. So, similar to the OLED, we have the Wi-Fi modular, Bluetooth for the Joy-Cons. We got the magnets that are still right here. Okay, let's keep tearing it apart. Next, we need to disconnect the SD or the express lane connector. And then I'll have to disconnect all the antennas. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's interesting. So they have these little tabs on here that are connected to the motherboard, and that makes a circuit here and extends off the metal to make connection. Huh. Is that like all of them? It's kind of interesting. Yep, same thing for this one. This has 2 tabs for the motherboard. Okay. Guessing this one's the same. Yeah, this one has 1 giant tab here. I wonder if those are going to become a problem or not. I don't know. Okay. The Express, which is good so far. It's pretty modular when it comes to the system so far. Okay, it looks like we get a few antennas that we need to take off. This one connects to this one over here. And this one, so there's 3 different antennas on this thing. Black, white, and gray. Okay. And this just disconnects, and then there's similar to the OLED and the other switch. There's a couple screws. Is that all of them? Looks like it. Let's see if I can. Oh, nope, there's one more here in the middle. There it goes. Can I take this? This Wi-Fi modular have to stay on here. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll have to feed that back through. It's kind of annoying. And usually a pain. Okay. Well, there it is. There's our thermal paste. So it looks like the standard thermal paste that Nintendo's used since the Switch. Let's see, we got 3.78 volts to 5220 milliamp hour, 1974 watt. Board, still pretty modular. This is my main concern, which is the cartridge slot. The cartridge slot looks like it's soldered to the board. That was one of my main concerns with this system, is if it's going to be soldered to the board or not. So we're going to continue disassembling so I can take a whole look. See a couple ribbon cables, fan. The cool thing is it looks like the headphone jack is modular, so we can take that apart. This is the front speaker. I see the buttons right here. The fan. I'm going to take the heat sink out. Ooh. That is stuck in there. Pretty good. And the adhesive on the heat sink's pretty good too. That thermal compound is stuck. Okay. Disconnect the battery. We have these are the speakers down here. This one connects here, this one connects here. Then we have this ribbon cable down here and this ribbon cable up here. This one for the fan, this one for the buttons. This one connects here and this one connects here, which are the Joy-Con rails. So the Joy-Con rails go underneath the battery cartridge area, which, oh no, it goes up and around and over the cartridge area. So you can actually take this whole assembly off, which looks pretty simple. It looks like it's just mostly these. So you can unscrew these two, disconnect this, and pull out the ribbon cable after you take this off. I'm going to take these out. Which is good. The rails are still modular, but the kids don't stick pennies and break the modulars. Usually they don't break the rails. Well, they broke, but not as common as the cartridge slots. Alright, I believe that's all my ribbon cables. The two magnet rails, that ribbon cable, the front screen, and that looks like it. Alright, let's take these screws off. We got two USB Type-Cs on this thing, one for the top and bottom, but the bottom is the one that I believe docks. The top can't dock. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all it has? Let's see, make sure I'm not missing any. Nope. All right. Comes the motherboard. Oh, there is one more down here. And there she is. Okay. So, yeah, this whole cartridge slot is connected. And it doesn't look like it's modular. That's going to be a pain. The looking at USB Type C's. Oh, that's going to be good, and can't wait to repair those. So they've completely hidden the USB Type C connectors underneath this thing. And USB Type C was already a pain. Now it's just going to be even harder, so you got to get it in one fell swoop. Top as well, because the way they design these brackets. Okay. The cartridge slot is no longer modular. It's married to the board. So there's that. Most likely the connector's somewhere down here underneath this metal plate. So realistically, that's a pain. That's going to be a USB Type C's. Guessing this is probably the charge chip that deals with the charging. Huh. Yeah, so dang. Now we have the NVIDIA new chip here. I think probably power IC and stuff under here. Don't see a lot of fuses. That sucks. This is going to be a pain. That's going to be a huge pain to repair. So we definitely got some differences for sure. So until we start getting some more time with these things, we'll have to figure out exactly what goes bad. But these, at least you have 2 charge ports. The bottom one is unfortunately the dockable one. The top one I think is just power. Pretty sure. Man, this sucks. This is probably one of the bigger, like, I wouldn't say we do it all the time, but that's going to be a pain to deal with, taking that apart, and then so close to this too. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's move this to the side. I want to take a look at these and how easy they are to take out. Because, well, you know, I'm just looking for points of failure with this system. If I have any experience with the Switch and the, you know, OLEDs and everything else. Okay, so it just comes out. Okay. Gotcha. No. Give me my screw back, Mr. Magnet. So that just comes out there. And there's probably some adhesive or something right here. Yep, and it just pops out. Put a new one in, screw it in. That's not too bad. I'll give it for Nintendo on that. That seems, I mean, if these do have issues, they're pretty easy to repair. At least that's the plus. The cartridge slot, on the other hand, and those charge ports. I mean, charge ports we'll get used to. The cartridge slot, maybe not. We'll find out. Oh, and then you could just take the magnets out, because this is a holder for the magnet. So at least the magnets are replaceable. That's cool. So they should be fairly easy to replace if they start going bad. That's a plus. Another good thing. So the magnets are just held on by, oh, like a bracket pretty much. Oh, well, this is gonna be a pain. All right, the magnet's so strong it keeps stealing the screws. I'm gonna have to put the screw in there and then screw it down. There we go. All right. Try to remember how to put this thing back together and see what else. I see this cable right here. How easy is it to take the battery out? Nope. All right, so that probably means they use the same adhesive for the switch and OLED. We have a heat sink here, or thermal pad, and a thermal pad here. So these are points usually that get hot. Maybe this is the backlight? Could be the backlight. Oh, that's... I'm looking to see if you can take the back off and get to the screen, but it might be the same thing we have to do before, and we have to heat up the front of the screen and pop it off, similar to the switch and the OLED. I was hoping for something a little bit easier and better on the screen, but it is what it is. And I don't know what that actually is. And where it connects to, because it looks like there might be like a electrical pad right there. All right, well, let's go ahead and put it back together. And all right, there it is. I mean, that's a concern. These are going to be a pain, and we will have to find out when these things get some loving and time and you guys get to play on them, what is a potential failure with this, either overheating, potential charge port issues when it comes to the docking. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna put it back together. All right, let's see how many screws I can forget on this. All the ribbon cables out of my way. Speaker wire. Fan plug, power port plug. We gotta get the magnet cons. There we go. gonna put some new thermal paste on here. Keep the old thermal paste on it too. It's not gonna hurt it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back together really quick because I don't have a whole bunch of time. So these are the case screws. No, dang magnets. They are pretty strong. Gotta give it to them. Alright, rerun this cable back through everything. There you go. Alright, next we're going to put the covers back on. Make sure they go the right way. Or the, what are these Wi-Fi extender thingies? And we'll put the back on. So it's not the worst thing to take apart. That's going to be the worst thing to repair. Alright, last two are for the SD card module. Make sure that's clipped in here properly. Don't want to screw this up. Pop. Okay, we'll put the back on. Okay, I actually have this screw and this screw switch. There's one gold one that goes right here. That doesn't feel right. Oh boy. Alright. Put this guy back on. I don't even know what time it is. Alright, let's put the rest of the gold screws back in. The hidden gold screws. And then we'll put the backs. Okay. Put the blue back in. The blue sticker. Put the red sticker. Okay. And we'll put the rest of the black screws in. We got all the Philip tiny ones. And the two security bits.
It's interesting. That kid bought.
Last screw in the system. Put the Express SD card back in.
Did you buy one? Please don't tell me you bought a $150 SD card.
And there we go. There it is, back together. Wasn't too bad. There are some things I don't like about it, but now we know how to take this apart, and we'll be taking apart Joy-Cons, because those are the next thing that we need to see what's going on with them. So that's going to be it for this repair video. Thank you guys for watching.